Hey guys, welcome to Community Faith Church. It's nice having you back with us again.
This week, Pastor Fred Lucas ministered on the story in Acts 9, the story of Saul's conversion. So, in Acts 9, a man named Saul is persecuting Jesus and his followers until one day, on his way to a town in Damascus, he encounters Jesus, and that encounter changes his life.
Yeah. So let's have a conversation about it.
Sure. So, Haves,
Yeah.
what was your take on Acts 9? What did you learn from the scripture?
I think the biggest thing for me was the fact that, with the kind of man that Saul was, who actually was persecuting Jesus in his word and persecuting his followers as well. But Jesus went on to choose him to be the man that he was going to push his purpose out of and use him for his purpose in his kingdom. So it pretty much tells me that with me as a believer, if I'm going outside and I'm dealing with somebody who's a non-believer, I actually have to be patient with them, because at some point I mustn't be quick to judge them, man. Because at some point God is going to use them for a certain purpose. So as much as He has a purpose for me, He actually has the same for them. So that was my biggest thing that stuck out for me. So what was your take on it?
Well, for me, I think it was the Ananias angle of it all. So I remember Pastor Lucas said that what we should be praying for is for someone to be our Ananias, for God to raise up an Ananias for us. So Ananias was the man that restored Saul's sight and basically led him on his path, and I think the biggest part for me was that we need to be praying for someone to do that for us, for someone to lead us on the correct path, as well as to be that person for someone else as well, to guide someone else onto the correct path and lead them as well. So yeah.
No, that's very true. So guys, actually we're not gonna tell you the whole story. But if you want to hear the sermon, you can actually check out this week's podcast.
So you can find us on Google Podcasts, Spotify, and Apple Podcasts. And don't forget to like our Instagram and Facebook pages to keep up to date with the church's daily activities. Be blessed by the message.